Israeli military has prevented a boat carrying Greta Thunberg and other activists from landing in Gaza. Dubbed the Freedom Flotilla Coalition, the group had aimed to deliver aid and raise awareness about the humanitarian crisis in the Strip. The IDF has handed out bread and water to those on board, tweeting the, quote, selfie yacht of the celebrities is safely making its way to the shores of Israel. And British-Australian Dr Mohammed Mustafa was on that boat with Greta before it set sail, and he joins us now. Doctor, have you heard from those who were on the boat?
So I was actually speaking to Tiago, who's one of the captains of the ship, a couple of hours before they were boarded. This is actually his. He gave it to me in Italy, so I just thought I'd wear it because at the minute right now, we've got no contact with them. We don't know where they are, and we don't know what's happened to them.
Well, the Israelis have had a naval blockade there for some time.
Yep.
I mean, the yacht itself was never going to be able to make land.
Yes.
What was the point of the exercise in that case?
Well, I mean, you know, there are 1 million children right now in Gaza that are starving to death. And those on the boat have not been trying since this particular conflict. They've been trying for the last 15 years to get into Gaza and to break the illegal siege. You know,
but was it more than a stunt?
Well, it's not a stunt when people have died doing this before, you know. It's not a stunt when they bombed the boats, the last Freedom Flotilla 3 weeks ago. So it's not a stunt. I was there, you know, on the boat with Greta and the team. And, you know, they were in tears before they departed because they were all scared. I saw their families hug them as they were getting onto the boat because they genuinely thought that they might die. And it's a possibility because people have died trying to do this before.
Did they genuinely think they'd get there?
You know, Tiago was calling me and he was speaking to me and he was telling me, when we get there, who should we give the aid to? Do you know where should we go? Which hospitals need the most aid? And he was coordinating with me which hospitals need the baby formula. So, listen, they wouldn't do this if they didn't believe that they could do it. And that's why they did it. It's not just symbolic for them. It's real.
So do you have any idea of where they are now?
So, unfortunately, once, you know, those images that you saw of them being taken, nobody knows. I mean, I'm in contact with the Freedom Flotilla team. They haven't received any word of where they are. Nobody knows where they've gone to, and nobody knows about their condition or their safety.
You mentioned that they were coordinating with you about which hospitals to send things to.
Yeah.
Many people would know, were in Gaza working as a doctor for a period of time.
Yeah.
You've seen firsthand what it's like there, what's been going on, and I understand you've come back with this aim and this quest really to build a new hospital in Gaza. I mean, it sounds like an extraordinary undertaking.
Yeah. I mean, look, when I was there in Gaza and we'd have these mass casualty events and you would have women bringing in carrier bags of their children, what remains of their children. We would have children lying on the floor bleeding to death. There wasn't even dignity in those people dying. And, you know, for me, I saw that these people have lost everything. And I said to myself, well, I need to come back here to Australia and we need to do something to make a change. And one of those changes is to get a hospital there. You know, I'm a doctor, I'm not a politician. And what I can do is I can do something with regards to healthcare, and that's to be able to save those children by providing a hospital. And, you know, I've been traveling around the world to get this done. I was in Jordan last week after I left Italy, and I spoke to Jordanian diplomats. I've spoken with the Australian ambassador. We're trying to establish diplomatic connections. I'm sure you can see the images in the background, but the hospital that we're going to be building is caravans that can be assembled in Jordan, brought into Gaza, assembled like a jigsaw puzzle. And it's self-sufficient. It has its ability to make oxygen as well, so it can make its own oxygen cylinders. In Gaza, they can produce the sewage system and the waterworks, so it will be self-sufficient from a, you know, water standpoint, electricity, oxygen-making capabilities. It'll have state-of-the-art theatres. It'll have inpatient units, intensive care units, and it'll be a secure, safe facility. And what I want is I want the Australian government to be involved to make sure it's safe because, you know, we've lost Australian aid workers out there in Gaza, including Zomi, and there hasn't been any justice for her for over a year. So, you know, I want to help those people in Gaza, but I want to make sure that the Australians that do go there and help are safe.
All right, well, Dr Mohammed Mustafa, we appreciate your time. Thank
you.